Hello, everybody. My name is Matthew Currin, and I got Jamille Brown here. Jamille, how you doing tonight?
I'm super groovy, Matt. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. So, all right, what we're going to do here, this is one of our newest and up-and-coming communities that I think could turn out to be one of the biggest ones. But what we're going to do first, before we talk about what Convene Music can turn out, what we hope it will be, we're going to talk about you, Jamille. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
All right, so I'm 29 years old, born and raised in Pennsylvania. I bounced back from a couple of different places, but I would say Pittsburgh and Altoona are my main stomping grounds. And right now, I currently go by the CHILLNZ Chillz Muzik, and my group is called Prospectz Nation. We make conscious hip-hop music and just really flow with the vibes, man. We're all about spreading good vibes, creating dope music. I like to fancy myself as a lyricist, so that's the biggest thing that's been a part of my journey in my life, is just really focusing and keying in on being as dope as I can from a lyrical standpoint and delivering awesome flows. Rocked plenty of stages. Done my fair share of managing and marketing and helping artists grow and succeed. So now I just want to bring my expertise and all that I got to offer to the table and help the Convene communities grow.
All right, so let's keep talking about it. Let's talk about not convenient, but let's keep talking about you. So who are some people that you perform with? And I know you've been, on the charts before. So tell us a little bit about that.
Man, some of the names that I perform with, really big name artists like Waka Flocka, my people Audio Push from the West Coast. Shout out to the Good Vibe Tribe, man, everybody repping it. And man, dude, Snow the Product, Devin the Dude, Currensy 2 times, Yin Yang Twins. But off the top of my head, that's my main people that I had the best time rocking with. And yeah, you brought up us being up on the charts, man. Last September, 2018, we made it to the Billboard charts for the first time. Our song Wave, man, it was just an incredible moment, yo. Something that every artist dreams of and pushes and fights for, and to have that come to life, making the Billboard charts. We made it to the top 50 on Club and Dance, and we rode out, man, 2 weeks deep. But hey, that's a great starting point for us, and we're very happy to just be a part of the process.
All right, yeah. So tell us about why did that song get there? What was different about that song that rose it to the charts?
It was the wave, man. Like, simple and plain. It really was the wave, and we've been surfing it ever since. So that song came about. We actually made the song like 3 years ago, right? Yeah. And it was always our biggest song to perform on stage. It was probably our most popular song that we had. Really racking up views and stuff, getting up to the 100,000s. And then middle of summer 2018, I had a label reach out to me, and they're like, yo, this song is crazy. It's super dope. Like, we want to work with you. Well, at the time, I was either going to create a new song with the label, or I was going to remake Wave and do something different with it. So we decided to go with the Wave route. We remixed it up, chopped it up with my team from Italy. They're called Green Lab. So major shout out to them, because they helped produce that beat and get it with its funky EDM feel that it has today. So we worked with Green Lab. We worked with the original vocals of that track, and then we worked with the new label. We all put our energy and our efforts together to try to like cannibal this thing, hit that castle and that goal, you know what I mean? So that's really what happened. The song is really it's really relatable to a lot of the youth, and a lot of people can just vibe with it. It's all about medical marijuana, a lot of trippy content related back to it, and just basically me and my partner Jordan Harter, our experience just with experimenting different things in life, experimenting with different highs and lows, and learning to surf the rhythm of the earth, just learning to surf the wave.
Yeah, so you talk about conscious hip hop. So let's talk about that. So tell me a little bit about that and what you mean by that, so listeners will understand.
So my biggest thing with conscious hip hop is just making music and lyrics that are aware. It's not like I fall into an utter niche where I try to box myself in, where it's like, well, I can't talk about this certain expression if I need to, or something like that. I try to like disassociate with boxing in, right? So when I say conscious, it just basically means that you're not getting garbage. Like, what we're bringing is something that has substance. It always has a value. It always has a message within it. Now, sometimes it might be a more explicit topic. Other times it might be something more gentle for the spirit and soul. But regardless, we're always bringing you dope lyrics, and it has dope content and value so that you can enhance and enrich your life just by listening to this song. And that's the ultimate goal with it. And that's why lyricism is so important to me, because with music, you got to say something, especially for your community and your people and the people listening to it, because they're picking up that vibration, and it's all about bringing them good vibes.
So I agree with you, man. You want people to connect. You want people to connect and make their own connections to your music, right?
Facts. Yeah.
That's it. So that's really pretty cool. So tell us a little bit about what else you're trying to work on, or what else is going on for you right now with music.
All right, I'm really happy that you brought this up, man. I just got back from a super awesome yoga festival called Kunga Fest in Blacksburg, Virginia.
Okay.
And, down there, man, they were doing a great charity for getting clean water, a water filtration system for an orphanage out in India, right? Okay. So just went down there, rocked out with them, helped get those proceeds up. They were raising their goal was to get 4K. They ended up making 8K.
Yeah.
So the reason why I bring that up is I'm actually working on a project myself called I Love Clean Water. Yep. And the goal behind that is to bring water awareness to different communities, especially here in PA, bringing it to the public school systems, bringing it to the different libraries, and also all the community centers out here. And the main mission with that is I'm going to create a song that goes with it, right? Basically promoting the power of water and getting a really funky vibe with it so that all the hip hop heads can rock out. But then also on the flip side, on the back side, is like what we want to do is we're going to be going into the different schools. We're going to go to the different libraries, and we're going to talk about why having adequate water supply in our bodies, also having clean and proper water, is so important and vital to all of our lives, and how this affects us from not only a cellular level, from a mental level, from a developmental level, especially whenever you're dealing with elementary kids sipping dirty water from, you know, the little water, whatever they're doing.
Yeah. Right.
So yeah, man, we want to bring water filtration systems to the public scene in a really, really heavy way, and then tie that in with the song and kind of package that whole thing together. So that's the vibe right now.
That's awesome. And I'm glad you said that, because you probably don't even know this yet, but we have a new community in the coming soon that's getting ready to come, and it's called Convene for a Cause, right? So we need to get that group up in there. And basically what that community is all about is being able to share your cause, being able to raise money for your cause. But it's more than just raising money, or it's also being able to educate people for your cause. And so I'll give you an example. My daughter Megan, she's going to Uganda this summer. On a mission trip, and she's a dancer, was a dancer and is a dancer, but she's going over there, and at this school she'll be working with women's studies, but she'll also be working with them on dance, teaching dance. And but what the Convene for a Cause is going to allow people to do is follow you along, have that intimate relationship, which we're going to talk about that here in just a little bit. But they're going to be able to follow her her and her friends that are going on this mission trip the whole time while they're in Uganda, and they're going to be able to communicate back and show them exactly, the difference that they're making in the world. So, really proud of her on that. I'm really proud of what this community is going to end up being, because I think, we can raise money for a lot of good causes, and we can really, help people out. But it's just like you just said, it's more than just, hey, can you donate money? It's educating people. It's having that song that goes along with it. It's having people interact and educate. And that's really what we want to be able to do. So that's
man. Absolutely, dude. You're spot on with that. That's what it's all about, is just really helping people help people, man. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about, giving back and just doing something that's not so self-indulged. And that's what I kind of really wanted to express with my whole musical journey. That's what I've been about since the start. It might not always be the most popular thing to do, but it's always the right thing to do whenever you're making anything and creating with love, for sure.
Well, that's what Convene's all about. Convene is about, that's the mission of it, is giving back, right? Really, if we could make a difference in one person's life, whether that be in, addiction, or whether that be, with music and sharing the music and making a difference in their lives. All these different things that we can really bring, people together, and allowing them to, learn and just work together. That's what we're trying to do. So that's really, really cool. So, all right, let's talk a little bit about, Convene. You are the community leader for Convene.
Yeah, baby.
That's right, music. That's right. So I think this is a great community, because I love music, man. I love music. My family loves music. My wife and my daughter, they get in the car all the time, and they just ride, and they turn the music up and they go. And my son and myself, We do the same thing. Everybody in our family just is all about music. I have a niece. We were just talking about her. She's, she has a great voice. She can really, really sing. So this community, to me, I'm so glad that you're a part of it, because I think to put this community on the map, we need somebody like you and a personality like you that can help us grow. So let's talk about your vision. When we asked you and when you came on to work with Convene, what do you think we can do with this community?
I think honestly, man, when it comes to music, it's limitless because music breaks barriers and it can knock down any walls that are built out here in this world. I mean, I think ultimately we can unite people, and musicians need a place where they can go, where they can feel comfortable to collaborate, to share their work and be respected and recognized, first and foremost, because everybody wants their song to be listened to. Everybody wants their song to be adored. And that's the bottom line when it comes to most musical artists. They want the people to respect this amazing talent that they have. And I think the opportunity that's here with the Convene Music Group is that it's going to create this more intimate feel for artists. They're going to be able to get on, join different groups, express themselves, unite, meet other people. So it's like the whole nine, I think that in that sense, it's limitless the way that we can grow it. We can just keep, unifying the people and giving them a comfortable place to just express and to get their audience involved as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. So I love the idea that when you come into Convene Music, it's music. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, you're diving in. You're not there. It's not like the other social platforms where, you might be there for X, Y, and Z and you're distracted and, hey, there's my buddy and he's doing a little bit of music, or, hey, there's this guy that I like, but, I'm 5,000 different places at once. It's like you come, you dive into the portal. You're in the music zone, and that's what you're there to experience, and that's what you're there to share. So that's the coolest thing about it, is that intimate relationship.
That's right. So somebody like you, when you're talking about an intimate relationship, somebody like you that has a following and people follow your music, they can now come into your group, right? And
Exactly.
now they're in your group and there's that intimate relationship. We were talking a little bit before, when you post something in that group, it's there. It's not going anywhere. There's no algorithm that's going to, keep it one day and gone the next, right?
Yeah, man. And I think that's the cool. I think that's the coolest part of the whole thing is like not having algorithms, not having, any one majority dominate the content that people are seeing or feeling. As soon as you're expressing or sharing something on Convene, like it's going right to the fans. It's going right to the people, whether they want to collaborate with you or whether they're following you for your fan group, whatever the case may be. They know about what you got going on, and they're interacting with you and they're experiencing it on that more personal and deeper level.
Yeah, that's right. I think one of the cool things is you talk about your music and collaborative conscious hip hop and all that. People might want to get in here and say, hey, Jamille, where did you get those lyrics? Where did they come from? Right. So
Yeah.
you put that post out there, put that song in there, and then people can ask you questions and say, hey, talk to us, let us know.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty cool as well. So we talked about that, and I think that's going to be the biggest thing. People can come in, they can collaborate with you, or they can, get to know you. But you also have the ability. We talked about this earlier. You do some stuff where you're collaborating with people and you're working with people on new music, new stuff. You can have private groups, right? Where
Right.
people you're working with. Talk a little bit about that. How you think that might be able to help you.
So what I envision is that different people with different backgrounds in music that have really key experiences. So, for example, management, different people that have tour managing experience, label recognition, marketing. So all these different people that have these niche skills, but still in the music background, can come to the music community. They can have a private group, and they can teach and they can express and share the different skills that they are able to bring to the table to help young developing artists kind of understand their path and kind of open up a couple of doors for them. So not only are you going to be able to learn from these different people and gain a great insight to what they have going on, but you're also going to be able to network. And that's so major and key, man, because like you're going to be able to get linked to people that you were never going to be able to meet anywhere else unless you came straight through this music path,
Wow. Yeah, that's again, one of the best things about it, and you hit the nail on the head, man, is that there's you're going to be at a network, right? So now you're in a community with other people. That's what everybody's there for. They're all about music. They're either a fan, or there's somebody who's, you know, an artist, or there's somebody who's in management. There's something that everybody can learn.
Yeah, man. And I think the most beautiful part about it, Matt, is that it's not a likes game. It's not a followers game. It's like everybody's at an even playing field. Everybody's respected just as the artist or the creator that they are for the experience that there is to have. And so you don't go in there fishing for a big name person, you know, oh, okay, this person has 10,000 followers. Let me try to interact with them, or blah, blah, blah. It's like everybody's at eye level. How can I help you? How can you help me? What can we do together to enhance ourselves? What can I learn from you? What can you learn from me? And it's just that type of good energy where everybody really wants to be a tribe. That's really what like I envision it as. It's a tribe, you know, and everybody got to do their part and everybody gets help, you know?
Yeah. The music game isn't easy, right?
No, definitely not. You definitely need connections, and you know, you got to network, and you got to put yourself out there and use your resources, and you know, you got to be dope too, for sure.
Yeah, you talked a little bit. You talked a little bit, you know, earlier about when we were just talking about it, is you have to get your personality out there. That you have to get who you are, right?
Yeah, for sure. You got to be able to express yourself, and you know, you have to have a willingness to strip away the layers a little bit. You got to allow yourself to be vulnerable and really show your real face and who you are, man. And that's a learning process and a curve for everybody on all walks of life, not just music, but you know, it applies mostly to there, because people are going to connect with you through your character and like what they really like about your personality and things like that, man. So it's important to be genuine and you know, actually care about your people and care about your fans and connect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Let them get to know who you are as a person, you know?
Yeah, man. Facts. Yeah. Support.
Yeah, that's right. So let's talk a little bit about, you know, what next? What can we do? So, you know, going out there and getting people in this. And so I think just, you know, sharing the good vibe, sharing, you know, what it is, you know, and getting people to come in and just collaborate.
Well, I think the best thing is going to be just making actions happen. Just word of mouth is a very, very powerful tool that gets slept on in today's media frenzied world. And I think that once people really dive in and get to see and experience what Convene has to offer and what these different groups do, from not only the musical creators but the fans, like when they see the level of intimacy and the directness that Convene can offer. Just so, for example, like you come into my group, like you're going to be able to interact with me directly. You're going to be able to talk to me. You're going to hear exclusive music. You're going to hear exclusive content, see behind the scenes footage, stuff that nobody else is seeing. Like I'm not putting this stuff on IG or anything else like that, right? Yeah. So these people come and, you know, they're just getting a very unique experience that isn't like anything else, man. And I think that alone is so powerful that it's just going to start spreading more and more rapid fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we also just got to be active on picking good leaders and good lieutenants, you know, different people to represent each different category. So this isn't something that's limited. Yeah. You know, if you make trap country, if you make, you know, blues, whatever, you know what I mean? Like there's a place for you to come here and start that community. You know what I mean? If your group needs a place to come and converse and share ideas and you want a new platform where you guys can really do that and experience, then this is the place to do it, man.
Yeah. I think you bring up a great point. It's for everybody. It's for all genres. It's for everybody to come in. And really a home, you know, to where you can share and you can bring people in and you can interact with them. And, you know, I think that what you're going to see is the more we start to get people in, the more it starts to grow. And the more people see what we've created, you know, it's going to just grow, you know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of people want to get close to the artist. A lot of people want to have an intimate relationship with the artist. But like you said before, it's also, they want to learn how to maybe be you. Maybe, you know, how can I get to the level that you're at, or how can I get to a level that somebody else is at? And that's important.
That's absolute facts. And I feel like a lot of like sometimes, for example, like I have people reach out to me who want advice or like a certain level of management and things like that. But within the crowdedness of you know, different social media markets and like basically like algorithm based type things, it gets kind of convoluted. things kind of just get like murky, and you might lose, I don't know, the intimacy of that touch or that relationship and things. You know, you don't know how authentic it is.
Yeah.
So maybe you hear from this person one time and then, you know, it kind of drifts off a little bit. But like here, it's like, you know, I know that you're learning from the experience that I shared with you. You know, I know that I can share my gems with you confidently and know that you're able to apply them and understand them to help further and build yourself, you know?
Yeah. That's really awesome. That's really, really cool, man. I got to tell you, couldn't be more excited than to have you as a part of this. There will be, he does, you know, I keep hitting him up on this, but there will be a Convene rap. It's coming.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going to make it happen, Matt, for sure.
Yeah, that's right. And so I'm really excited about that. Also excited about, do you happen to know the person who's doing Convene Health and Fitness? You know that person?
Yeah, man. My lady, B1 Designs, dude. She's a super cool lady. Got a fight coming up tomorrow night, you know, so she's a Muay Thai kickboxer, and she represents all things health and wellness. So she's a really powerful figure to have on our team for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really excited about that tomorrow night. I hope everything goes well. We just put it out on, you know, our Facebook and all those different things, trying to promote what she's doing, you know, really.
Oh man, I appreciate that, for real. We both do.
Power couple, man. You are a power couple. And like I said before, I couldn't be more proud that you're part of this team, man. It's I'm looking forward to growing this. I'm looking forward to getting your ideas, you know, hearing more about you, learning more about your music, and just growing, man. So I appreciate it. We already been talking about, you know, we both love yoga and all that stuff, you know.
Oh yeah, bro. Yoga vibes all day, man. Yoga hip hop. That's my new thing too. So where I was at in Blacksburg, Virginia at the yoga conference, you know, I got to teach, and well, not teach, but perform at a yoga hip hop class. So my man, his name's that dude Johnny, right? So you guys can go check him out. Hopefully we can bring him in here and have him revolutionize the yoga scene, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, man, so I'm rapping and playing instrumentals and kind of DJing while a live yoga class is going on. So that was like, that's my thing, you know? That's the second time I did it, and I love it. Like, I like that more than I like doing stage shows. So I think I found what I'm really into.
That's really cool, man. I never even thought about that, but that's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really awesome experience for not only myself, but the people. And it's like sometimes, man, when you're performing and, you know, there's 500 people out there, you know, you're giving everything you got. You're giving them all of your energy, right? And they might be having a good time. They might be having a great time. But you don't always feel, even if there's cheers and all that other stuff, it's not always like an energy return. But in that yoga environment, in that small, intimate room, and it reminds me of Convene because it's intimate. Like, it's right there with you. You feel that energy. Like, they feel the very core of what you're saying, because they're not drinking with a bottle in their hand and a girl in their ear and they're helmet to the side. It's like they're bending, stretching, holding the yoga pose, getting some lyrics. You know what I mean? So it's raw.
That is really
run from it. It's in your soul, baby.
That's really cool. That's actually cool. I had not heard of that, but man, I need to do that. I would love that.
Yeah, man, you gotta talk to your people at your yoga studio, baby.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But now you're connecting music. Now you're connecting over to, you know, health and fitness. So that's why I said you're a power couple, right? We're gonna connect it all up together, and
yeah, man.
That's real cool. That's awesome, man. And also, I love what you're doing with the water. I love what you're doing with you know, for a cause. I'm all about making a difference in people's lives. I'm all about just helping people. That's really that's what Convene is. So I just want to say, man, you embody what Convene is. Making a difference to people, making a difference in people's lives. That's what we're here for. That's why God put us here. That's why, you know, we're here. If we're not affecting people's lives and we're not helping people, we're not doing, you know, what we should be. So
thanks, man. You're spot on with that, brother.
Yeah. All right. So when we end it, first off, before we end it, tell people where they can, besides in Convene Music, they can go. You got a group in there.
Yeah, man. Our group in Convene, Prospectz Nation. And then I'm going to have my own Chillz Muzik group starting up here soon. And you can find all our content there and in the hip hop column. So, you know what I mean? Dive into Convene and check it out. Other than that, you can check out prospectsnation.com. That's where we at. And then I'm on Spotify, SoundCloud, every major streaming service that's available. You can either check out Prospectz Nation, which is my group, me and my partner Jordan Harter, and it's Prospectz with a Z. So Prospectz Nation, okay, or myself, Chillz Muzik, which is CHILLNZ MUZIK. You already know what it is.
And we'll have all of that in the blog. And so connected to this post, all of that stuff will be connected in here. So you can just click on it, go straight over to, his websites and go follow him everywhere.
Man. Connect with me. Let's chop up. Anybody checking this out right now from the Convene family to anybody new, dive in. And, let's make a difference. Let's chop it up. I'm here for y'all. Y'all here for me. We can make it happen.
That's right, man. And I'm glad you're here, man. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you, brother.
All right. So, all right. Thanks for watching. You can, you'll see this on convenecommunities.com, and you'll be able to get all Jamille's sites on this post. So we look forward to you joining Convene and come check Jamille out and go follow him. Thanks, Jamille.
Yeah. Thank you, brother.